Because many of us remember the 1960s Batman TV series vividly, we recall its lively tone, colorful villains, and memorable scenes. However, one interesting story involves why the original Catwoman, Julie Newmar, was not part of the show after its first season. Initially, Julie Newmar brought her unique charm and presence to the role, becoming an iconic villainess. Yet, due to contract disputes and scheduling conflicts, she was replaced by Lee Merriweather for the second season. Even though Newmar's portrayal left a lasting impression, the show's producers decided to cast a different actress to continue the character. Later, when the series was revived or episodes were rerun, footage or references to Newmar's Catwoman remained popular among fans. Despite her absence in later episodes, her influence on the character and the show's history persisted. The decision to replace her was driven partly by contractual disagreements, but also by creative choices to refresh the series. Overall, her brief time on the show remains a point of curiosity for fans who wonder why her version of Catwoman was ultimately cut from the classic series. During the 1966 television series Batman, viewers witnessed a variety of villains, many of whom were women. In fact, about one-third of the villains encountered by the crime-fighting duo were female. Among these female villains, Catwoman stood out as the most notorious and memorable character. Her origin story traces back to the very first issue of the DC comic Batman, which was published in the spring of 1940. Catwoman, whose real name is Selina Kyle, was created by the talented team of Bob Kane and Bill Finger. They drew inspiration from glamorous actresses like Jean Harlow and Hedy Lamarr, which helped shape her sultry and mysterious persona. Over time, Catwoman became a complex character, often portrayed as both a villain and sometimes an anti-hero, depending on the story. She was known for her agility, her skill with a whip, and her costume that resembled a sleek cat, symbolizing her feline agility and cunning nature. In the 1966 TV series, her character was portrayed with a mix of charm and danger, capturing the attention of audiences and adding to the colorful rogues gallery of Gotham City. Her relationship with Batman was often a blend of flirtation and conflict, making her one of the most fascinating characters in the series. Other female villains appeared as well, but none achieved the same level of fame or notoriety as Catwoman. Her long history in comic books and her distinctive style helped cement her as an iconic figure in Batman lore, both on television and in print. The series brought her back to life on screen, emphasizing her wit, allure, and the ongoing battle between good and evil in Gotham City. Initially, the character of Catwoman in the 1966 Batman TV series was created with a specific purpose in mind. The show's creators wanted to include a character who would add a sense of allure and glamour to the series, making it more appealing to a broader audience, especially adult viewers. They aimed to bring a touch of sex appeal to the show with Catwoman's elegant and seductive appearance while also making her a complex character. Unlike many other villains on the show, she was not simply evil, but was portrayed as a thief with a certain charm and style. Her role was also to serve as a potential love interest for Batman, creating a romantic tension that added depth to the storyline. The character was envisioned as someone who could have a redeeming side, presenting a more nuanced personality rather than pure villainy. Her name was revealed as Selina Kyle, giving her a distinct identity beyond her costume. She was depicted as a young, attractive woman who was a skilled burglar and jewel thief, often using her charm and agility to carry out her criminal activities. Her character design aimed to highlight her attractiveness, but also her agility and cleverness, making her both alluring and formidable. The creators wanted her to stand out as a unique figure among the villainous characters, blending seduction, intelligence, and a hint of vulnerability. Throughout the series, Selina Kyle was shown as a character with potential for change, a reforming figure who could sometimes switch between villainy and moments of conscience. Her interactions with Batman often carried a romantic undertone, making her one of the most interesting characters in the show. This blend of sex appeal, complex motivations, and her appeal as a charismatic thief helped shape her role as a memorable figure in the 1966 Batman series. In her first appearance on the 1966 television series Batman, she made a memorable entrance by disguising herself as an old woman. This clever disguise was used to steal an emerald necklace from a rich jewelry store, demonstrating her skills in deception and her daring nature. Despite her attempt, she was stopped when Robin and Batman intercepted her, leading to her quick escape before she could be caught. This early portrayal showcased her resourcefulness and her ability to blend into different situations using disguises. In the third episode, her disguises became even more daring when she wore a fur mask, which made her look mysterious and dangerous. During this time, she was called simply the Cat, highlighting her feline-like agility and stealth. Up until 1947, she was known just by this nickname. It wasn't until that year that she started to be called Catwoman, a name that would become famous and define her character in the stories. Her outfits and disguises in these early appearances set the stage for her reputation as a clever and elusive anti-heroine who always kept Batman guessing. Her costumes often included the iconic cat mask and sleek clothing, which added to her mystique and allure, making her one of the most recognized villains in the Batman universe. Throughout these appearances, her disguises were crucial for her crimes and her attempts to outsmart Batman and Robin, showing that she always relied on her cunning and disguise skills to stay one step ahead. While discussing the 1966 TV series Batman, it is important to understand the context of how comic books were viewed during that time. In the 1950s, there was a significant concern about the influence of comic books on young people. Frederick Wertham's book, Seduction of the Innocent, played a major role in shaping public opinion by accusing comics of encouraging juvenile delinquency. As a result, many comic book publishers faced new regulations that limited what could be shown or written. One of the consequences was that Catwoman, a popular character from DC Comics, was banned from the comics from 1954 to 1966. Despite being absent from the comic books, Catwoman's character gained fame through the Batman television series. The show's portrayal of her as a clever and alluring villainess made her a fan favorite. Such popularity on television helped her image to rebound and contributed to her eventual return to the comic books once the restrictions were lifted in 1966. This period shows how TV can influence comic book characters and how public opinion and regulation affected the portrayal of villains like Catwoman. Over time, the character's appeal was recognized again, leading to her reintroduction in the comic books, aligning with her role on the TV series. The success of the Batman TV show in 1966 helped revive these characters and demonstrated the growing connection between television media and comic book storytelling. Initially, Ed Graham Productions aimed to create a straightforward teen adventure series that would appeal to younger viewers and fit into the emerging market for youth-oriented programming. However, the project took a different path when William Dozier of ABC and Lorenzo Simple decided to reimagine the show as a parody of the comic book hero. Their vision turned the series into a humorous and campy take on Batman, emphasizing exaggerated villains, colorful costumes, and comic-style catchphrases. This change in direction resonated with audiences, making the show an instant hit. The series was broadcast on ABC and enjoyed a successful run of 3 seasons, captivating viewers with its playful tone and memorable characters. Unfortunately, the show was canceled in 1968, a decision influenced partly by the dismantling of the sets, which prevented plans for a 4th season. Despite ending abruptly, the series left a lasting legacy as a pop culture phenomenon and became one of the most recognizable portrayals of Batman on television, with its distinctive style and humor capturing the imagination of fans. There was an opportunity for the show to continue on NBC, but the problems with the set dismantling hindered any further development, leaving fans to remember the series as a unique and influential chapter in the history of superhero television. In 1966, the television series Batman became a cultural phenomenon, blending comic book action with campy humor and vibrant visuals. One of the most memorable characters was Catwoman, portrayed by Julie Newmar. She was the first actress to take on this iconic role, bringing a unique charm and allure to the character. Newmar's version of Catwoman was notably glamorous, wearing a costume that was both sexy and stylish, which helped define the character's presence on the show. She appeared in 13 episodes across the first 2 seasons, becoming a fan favorite for her sex appeal and confident performance. Her portrayal was marked by a seductive voice, clever schemes, and the signature feline attitude that made Catwoman stand out. Despite her success on the small screen, Newmar missed out on other important opportunities related to her role. She was unable to participate in the 1966 Batman movie because of prior commitments, which kept her away from the big screen adaptation that expanded the franchise's popularity. Additionally, she was also unavailable during the 3rd season of the television series, which meant she did not continue her role as Catwoman beyond the first 2 seasons. Her absence left a noticeable gap in the show's continuity and the character's storyline. These missed opportunities were a disappointment for fans who appreciated her portrayal and wanted more of her character's adventures. Despite not being part of some key projects later, Julie Newmar's portrayal of Catwoman in 1966 remains a memorable and defining moment in television history. Her impact on the character, with her distinctive look and charismatic presence, helped solidify Catwoman as a beloved figure in popular culture. Her contributions set a high standard for future portrayals and left a lasting impression on viewers who still recall her performance with fondness. After Julie Newmar left the television series Batman during its third season, two actresses stepped into the role of Catwoman to continue the show's success. Eartha Kitt was the first to replace Newmar, bringing her unique voice and commanding presence to the character. Known for her deep, growling voice, Kitt's portrayal of Catwoman was both captivating and distinctive. Her performance was groundbreaking because it challenged the typical image of black women in Hollywood, portraying her as a powerful and confident villain. Her portrayal added a new dimension to the character, emphasizing a more serious and direct approach, which contrasted with Newmar's teasing and flirtatious style. Later, Lee Meriwether took over the role, bringing her own style to the character of Catwoman. Meriwether became well known for her role in the 1966 Batman movie, which was released during the show's third season. Her portrayal of Catwoman in the movie was notable because she presented a more serious and commanding version of the character. Unlike Newmar's playful teasing, Meriwether offered a portrayal that was more direct and intense, aligning with the tone of the movie. Her performance helped solidify the image of Catwoman as a fierce and formidable villain, and her work in the film is remembered as a significant contribution to the series. Both Eartha Kitt and Lee Meriwether left their mark on the iconic character, each bringing their own unique qualities to Catwoman and helping to shape how the character would be viewed in future years. Their work also helped to push the boundaries of how black women, and women in general, could be portrayed in Hollywood during that era, making their roles influential in the history of television and film. Since its debut in 1966, the television series Batman has left a lasting mark on popular culture, especially through its colorful characters and memorable stories. Among these characters, Catwoman stands out as one of the most recognizable and beloved. From the very beginning, her character captured the imagination of viewers due to her complex personality and unique style. Over the years, different actresses have brought their own touch to the role, each contributing to the character's enduring legacy. The various portrayals have helped keep Catwoman fresh and interesting, ensuring she remains a staple in the comic book world and beyond. Her character has evolved over time, but her charm, wit, and agility have always made her stand out. Every actress who played Catwoman, whether in the 1966 series or in later adaptations, added something special that resonated with fans old and new. This ongoing dedication by performers has helped cement her place as one of the most iconic villains, and sometimes anti-heroes in fiction. The character's legacy continues to thrive today, thanks to the strong foundation built by those early portrayals, inspiring new generations of fans and creators alike. Catwoman remains a symbol of mystery and confidence, always intriguing audiences and contributing to the lasting success of the Batman franchise. The 1966 television series Batman is a distinctive and enduring piece of pop culture that continues to evoke a wide range of reactions, reflecting its unique blend of action, comedy, camp, and nostalgia. At its core, the show was crafted to appeal to a broad audience, including young children and their parents, which explains its clever use of humor and exaggerated theatricality. For many viewers, especially those who grew up in the 60s, Batman represents a joyful, larger-than-life adventure that combined elaborate stunts, colorful villains, and outlandish scenarios that were both absurd and entertaining. One of the defining features of the series is its dual-layered approach, offering straightforward action on one level and comedic satire on another. For kids, it was exciting to see Batman and Robin navigate complex traps, from Batman holding his breath in plaster casts to thwart villains or singing to avoid harm. The show's physically exaggerated sequences and colorful set pieces created a sense of thrill and humor that appealed to a young audience. But as viewers grew older, many recognized the show's campy tone, understanding that it was a deliberate parody of traditional superhero narratives. The deadpan delivery of lines by characters like Commissioner Gordon and the over-the-top acting of villains contributed to the show's comedic charm, transforming it into a form of high camp that has since become iconic. Critics and fans often debate whether Batman was closer in tone to the original comic books or diverged dramatically into its campy style. Those favoring the show's nostalgic appeal appreciate its playful, tongue-in-cheek humor and the way it embraced its comic absurdity, making the hero's world feel fantastically theatrical. The show also featured a notable roster of guest stars and villains, which added to its prestige and entertainment value. Prominent actors such as Burgess Meredith, Cesar Romero, Julie Newmar, and Vincent Price brought charisma and flair to their roles, elevating the series from simple comic book fare to a cultural phenomenon. The presence of seasoned actors like Alan Napier as Alfred and Neil Hamilton as Commissioner Gordon lent the series a sense of credibility amid its humorous extravagance. Conversely, some viewers and critics have criticized the show for its campy style, considering it a departure from the more serious tones of the comic books. They see it as a parody that sacrifices authenticity for theatricality and humor, arguing that it lessened the depth and gravitas traditionally associated with the Batman character. For them, the series is more of a parody or satire than a true superhero story, which causes some to view it either as irreverent fun or as a departure from the character's comic roots. Nevertheless, the series' camp aesthetic has contributed to its lasting cultural impact. It is remembered fondly for its clever use of visual puns, humor, and unintentional comedy, making it a pioneering example of tongue-in-cheek superhero storytelling. Its influence can be seen in subsequent adaptations that blend action and humor, acknowledging the versatility of the Batman character. In conclusion, Batman is a series that defies simple categorization. Its action-packed adventures, combined with a comic bravado and campy style, have endeared it to audiences who appreciate its nostalgic charm and playful parody of superhero tropes. Whether viewed as an innocent childhood delight or a camp masterpiece, its legacy continues to endure, sparking conversations about the nature of superhero storytelling and the importance of embracing different interpretations of beloved characters. It remains an important cultural artifact, capturing the spirit of its era while continuing to entertain generations of viewers. Many hope it will reappear in reruns, allowing new audiences to experience its quirky, timeless appeal. As we wrap up our exploration of the iconic 1966 Batman series, there's one more chapter we can't overlook. Stay with us as we delve into the fascinating stories behind the cast members who brought this legendary show to life. Discover how their lives unfolded after Batman's last crime-fighting adventure, revealing unexpected twists, surprising career turns, and the enduring legacy they left behind. This bonus segment uncovers secrets and moments you never knew, offering a deeper look into the lives of the characters who captured America's imagination and how their time on the series shaped their futures. Get ready to uncover intriguing insights that add a new layer to your appreciation of this classic show. The story continues beyond the screen, and you won't want to miss what's next. Edie Williams portrayed the femme fatale Ray in the 1966 television series Batman, delivering a performance filled with seduction, cunning, and danger. Her character embodied the alluring yet deceptive woman, a testament to Williams' striking screen presence and ability to embody complex, morally ambiguous roles. Following her brief stint on Batman, Williams' career was marked by a series of ups and downs. She initially gained fame as a beauty queen and appeared in several B-movies, but struggled to maintain a steady Hollywood career. Her life outside the screen was riddled with turbulence. She faced legal issues, allegations of substance abuse, and struggled financially during her later years. Williams' personal hardships included periods of homelessness and battles with health problems that worsened over time. Rumors circulated that she had fallen into obscurity, her once beautiful image tarnished by scandal and hardship. In her final years, very little is known about her, and she largely disappeared from public view. The last known reports suggest she faced a lonely decline, her early promise overshadowed by personal demons. The silence surrounding her later life adds a haunting layer to her story, turning her brief rise and tragic fall into a dark tale of fame lost to time. Burt Ward gained fame in 1966 as Robin in the iconic television series Batman. His portrayal of the eager and brave sidekick made him instantly recognizable, but behind the scenes, his life took a darker turn. After the show ended, Ward faced a series of personal hardships and controversies. His career was overshadowed by allegations of scandals involving illegal activities, although these claims were later proven false. Ward struggled with financial difficulties, compounded by injuries sustained during stunts, which limited his acting opportunities. His personal life was marked by turbulent relationships and battles with substance abuse. In later years, he became an outspoken advocate for animal rights and adopted a quieter lifestyle. The most recent information reveals that Ward has retired from public life, focusing on philanthropy and private pursuits. There have been no recent reports of legal issues or health concerns, leaving his current status largely private. Despite the darkness in some chapters, he remains a memorable figure in television history. Carolyn Jones portrayed Marcia, Queen of Diamonds, in the 1966 television series Batman. Her role was memorable for its dark, seductive tone, contributing to her reputation for playing complex and mysterious characters. Marcia was a villainess with a sharp, calculating mind, embodying allure and danger simultaneously. Jones's portrayal added a layer of depth and intrigue, making her one of the more captivating figures on the show. This role marked a significant shift from her earlier work in film, elevating her status as a versatile actress willing to embrace darker characters. After the series ended, Jones's career saw both high-profile roles and personal struggles. She faced intense media scrutiny due to her intense on-screen persona and her tumultuous personal life. Jones was known to have battled substance abuse, which affected her career and personal well-being. Her relationships were often marred by public scandals, including a notably tumultuous marriage. She also encountered financial hardships and health issues in her later years, becoming more reclusive. Jones's life was marked by periods of success overshadowed by personal challenges. The last known information indicates she passed away in 1983 from colorectal cancer, leaving behind a legacy of powerful performances and a complex, often tragic personal story. Her life remains a reflection of both Hollywood glamour and hidden hardship. Don Redberry portrayed the villain Tarantula in the 1966 television series Batman, a role that marked a rare venture into darker territory for an actor known for westerns. His tarantula was a menacing figure wrapped in mystery, using fear and web-like traps to terrorize Gotham. The portrayal was unsettling, contrasting sharply with the show's usual camp tone, revealing Barry's capacity for darker roles. After the series, Barry's career dwindled, overshadowed by personal struggles and a troubled reputation. His life was scarred by scandals, including legal issues related to substance abuse and financial problems that drained his resources. Rumors circulated about mental health struggles, though details remained murky, fueling speculation about his decline into obscurity. Barry faced hardships that eroded his public image, making him a shadow of his former self. The last known information about him is that he lived in relative seclusion, battling health issues linked to his past substance use. His final years remain largely undocumented, leaving his exact whereabouts and condition a remote mystery. Despite his brief return to the spotlight as Tarantula, Barry's story is now one of fallen fame and lost battles, a reminder of how quickly the bright lights can dim. Victor Buono's portrayal of King Tut in the 1966 television series Batman remains one of his most iconic roles, showcasing his talent for blending menace with flamboyance. As King Tut, Buono embodied a character both regal and sinister, a reflection of his ability to command attention through his intense performance and distinctive presence. The role brought him significant fame, but it also cemented a reputation for taking on complex, larger-than-life villains that challenged his acting range. Off-screen, Buono's life was marked by personal struggles that echoed the dark tones of his on-screen persona. He faced struggles with his sexuality in an era when such topics were taboo, leading to periods of social and personal isolation. His career, while successful, was punctuated by difficulties securing steady roles outside his villainous characters, often stigmatized for his appearance and approach. Buono's battles with depression and health issues strained his later years, compounded by the societal prejudices he endured. Despite his talent, he was not widely understood or appreciated until later in life when his performances gained renewed recognition. Victor Buono passed away in 1969 from a hemorrhage caused by his long-standing alcoholism, which worsened his health. The last known information paints a picture of a talented artist whose life was overshadowed by personal demons and societal misunderstanding, leaving behind a legacy that is both admired and mourned. Alan Napier is best remembered for his portrayal of Alfred Pennyworth in the 1966 television series Batman. As Alfred, he embodied a calm, composed, and loyal butler who served the Caped Crusader and Robin, providing guidance and support amidst chaos. Napier's portrayal was characterized by a quiet dignity, a sense of mystery, and an underlying strength that subtly influenced the tone of the series. His presence revealed a man of depth, integrating a sense of somber loyalty with a touch of wit, fitting the darker undercurrents of the show's universe. After the series ended, Napier's career slowed, yet he continued acting mainly in television and film, often taking on roles that required a refined, authoritative demeanor. Off-screen, Napier's life was marked by personal hardships that are less widely known. He faced the decline of his health in later years and experienced the loss of close family members, which brought moments of deep reflection. Some reports suggest he endured financial difficulties and struggled quietly with aging, common among actors of his generation. There are no public records of scandals or major controversies associated with Napier, but his reserved personality kept much of his personal life private. The last known details about his life indicate he retired comfortably in his final years, living a quiet, introspective existence until his passing in 1988. His legacy remains rooted in his dignified portrayal of Alfred, leaving a lasting impression on fans of the series and viewers of classic television. Terry Moore portrayed Venus in the 1966 television series Batman, a character who exuded allure and mystery. Her role was fleeting but impactful, embodying a seductive and enigmatic presence that left a lasting impression on fans. Moore's performance was marked by a sharp, penetrating gaze and a calm, calculated demeanor, reinforcing her character's role as a femme fatale. Beyond her brief stint on Batman, Moore's career was characterized by a mix of glamour and controversy. She was known for her striking beauty and her relationships within Hollywood's elite, which often attracted media attention and scandal. Her personal life was marred by hardships, including struggles with substance abuse and turbulent marriages, which overshadowed her career achievements. Moore faced multiple financial difficulties and health issues later in life, often reflecting the darker side of fame's fleeting nature. Despite her early success and beauty, her life was punctuated by episodes of hardship, loneliness, and regret. The last known information about Terry Moore indicates she withdrew from the public eye in the late 1990s, living a private life remote from the spotlight. Her story remains a stark reminder of the costs often hidden behind stardom. Milton Berle portrayed Louis the Lilac in the 1966 television series Batman, a role that showcased his unexpected flair for dark comedy and exaggerated villainy. Known primarily as Mr. Television for his pioneering work in comedy, Berle's performance as Louis the Lilac reflected a rare moments of theatrical vocal depth and sinister humor, deviating from his usual stand-up routines. His character added a layer of unsettling humor to the series, hinting at Berle's deeper ability to play complex roles beyond comedy. After the show ended, Berle's career faced turbulent times. Despite earlier fame, he struggled with personal hardships, including battles with alcoholism, which damaged his reputation and financial stability. His career had periods of renewal, but scandals surfaced, tarnishing his image. His later years were marked by a quiet retreat from the spotlight, overshadowed by health issues and the weight of past controversies. Berle's personal life was marred by financial instability and strained relationships, often fueled by substance abuse. His reputation was also affected by allegations of inappropriate conduct, which surfaced late in life, intensifying public scrutiny. The last verifiable information suggests Berle lived isolated in the South, away from the entertainment scene, battling health problems that limited his activity. His death remains unpublicized, and details about his final years remain obscured, leaving a shadow of mystery behind his legacy. Neil Hamilton is best remembered for his portrayal of Commissioner Gordon in the 1966 television series Batman. His performance defined a serious, authoritative presence, contrasting with the show's playful tone. Hamilton's depiction of the loyal police commissioner became iconic, embodying justice and moral strength amid the chaos of Gotham City. After the series ended, Hamilton's career faced challenges, notably during the early 1950s when he was involved in a scandal that questioned his integrity. Although the accusations related to political misconduct and corruption, Hamilton maintained his innocence and worked to rebuild his reputation. His life was marked by personal hardships, including financial struggles and health issues that affected him later in life. Hamilton's career highlights a turbulent period where public trust was fragile, and his involvement in the scandal cast a shadow on his legacy. Despite these difficulties, he continued to work in smaller roles and maintained a presence in the entertainment industry. The most intriguing aspect of his life after Batman was his unexpected return to public attention amid accusations and public scrutiny, which challenged his dignity and resilience. The last known information on Neil Hamilton suggests he lived quietly in his later years, away from the spotlight, until his death in 1984. His complex history and career leave a lasting impression, reflecting both his contributions and personal struggles. Leslie Parrish portrayed Emma Strunk in the 1966 television series Batman, embodying a complex villainess whose cunning and ruthless nature left a memorable mark on viewers. Her role involved manipulation and deception, highlighting her ability to bring a dark edge to her characters. After her brief stint on the show, Parrish's career took a quieter path, but was punctuated by moments that reveal a life shadowed by personal struggles. She faced industry challenges that many actresses of her era encountered, including typecasting and limited opportunities for women as they aged in Hollywood. Off-screen, she endured hardships such as financial difficulties and rumors of personal conflicts that hinted at turmoil behind her public persona. There were unconfirmed whispers of scandal involving her relationships and possible legal issues, though concrete details remained scarce. Her later years appeared marked by a reclusive existence, with little public information about her activities or thoughts, fueling speculation about her health and well-being. The most recent updates suggest she withdrew from the entertainment spotlight after the late 20th century, leaving her life shrouded in mystery. What remains clear is her brief but impactful contribution to television history and the unresolved questions about her private life. Adam West's portrayal of Batman in the 1960s television series made him an icon of pop culture, shaping the perception of the Caped Crusader for generations. His Batman was quirky, flamboyant, and infused with a dry wit that contrasted sharply with darker interpretations. West's performance became legendary, capturing the innocence and humor of the character while maintaining a sense of authority. After the series ended in 1968, West's career faced challenges as he struggled to escape his association with Batman. He often played into his comedic persona, but faced difficulty gaining serious roles, which led to feelings of being typecast and overshadowed by his most famous character. His personal life was marked by struggles, including financial hardships and moments of self-doubt. West was known to have faced some scandals, but nothing as publicly damaging as personal hardships with relationships or legal issues. In later years, he faced health issues, battling cancer which became public knowledge. Despite setbacks, he remained a beloved figure in entertainment, often embracing his iconic role with humor and grace. Adam West passed away in 2017, leaving behind a legacy of film and television that continues to influence fans and creators. The last known updates highlight his contributions to television history and his enduring popularity among fans. Cesar Romero's portrayal of the Joker in the 1966 television series Batman became iconic and definitive, blending flamboyance, chaos, and a sinister charm that left a lasting mark on popular culture. His version of the Joker was characterized by a permanent grin, vibrant colors, and a mischievous yet menacing demeanor. Romero's unique style elevated the character from mere villain to a symbol of unpredictable madness, embodying the dark humor and theatricality that defined the era's comic book adaptations. After the series ended, Romero's career continued across film, television, and stage, but he remained somewhat enigmatic outside of his work. Known for his wit and charisma, Romero also faced personal hardships, including struggles with identity and the pressure of maintaining a charismatic public image. Rumors circulated about his private life and possible scandals, but concrete details are scarce, adding to his mysterious persona. He was also openly gay at a time when such matters were taboo, which brought its own challenges in Hollywood's conservative climate. Romero's career spanned decades, yet he never fully escaped typecasting, often playing suave or comedic roles. His later years were marked by a quieter existence, with sporadic public appearances. The last known information indicates that Cesar Romero passed away in 1994 from complications related to a heart condition, leaving behind a legacy that continues to influence portrayals of the Joker and the darker facets of show business. His complex personality and groundbreaking performance in Batman remain a testament to his lasting impact. Madge Blake portrayed Mistress Cooper, the caring mother of Bruce Wayne in the 1966 television series Batman. Her role was that of a nurturing, sometimes overprotective matriarch in a show celebrated for its campy tone and colorful characters. Blake's Mistress Cooper represented stability and warmth amid a chaotic Gotham world, often providing a grounding presence for the hero's alter ego. and serving as a sympathetic figure for viewers. Her performances reflected Blake's ability to combine genuine kindness with a touch of eccentricity, making her memorable even in a series that prioritized stylized spectacle over depth. Beyond her brief stint on Batman, Madge Blake's life held shadows and hardships. She entered Hollywood during a time of limited roles for women as they aged, facing the industry's relentless beauty standards and inevitable marginalization. Her career declined as she aged, and she faced personal struggles with health and financial stability. Rumors circulated about her struggles with loneliness and her difficulties adapting to changing times, with some reports suggesting she faced personal setbacks that hindered her later life. Blake's life was marked by a quiet resilience amid the pressures of aging in a demanding industry, and her legacy remains intertwined with her one notable television role. Her final years are shrouded in mystery, with little publicly available about her later life, suggesting she withdrew from the public eye. Recent databases record her passing in 1969, leaving behind a legacy of a dedicated actress who brought warmth and a touch of darkness to her characters. The mystery of her life beyond her acting career continues to evoke curiosity, a testament to her enduring, if understated, influence in Hollywood history. Diane McBain portrayed Lisa in the 1966 television series Batman, a role that placed her in the spotlight as a glamorous femme fatale working against Batman and Robin. Her character was captivating, combining charm and danger, showcasing McBain's natural screen presence. After the show ended, McBain faced a career that never quite reached the heights expected, partly due to the shifting landscape of Hollywood and her reluctance to conform to the industry's beauty standards. Her personal life became complicated by struggles with substance abuse and a series of romantic entanglements that drew media attention, often overshadowing her professional work. McBain's life was punctuated by a series of hardships, including financial troubles and health issues. Rumors of scandals persisted, with some reports suggesting turbulent relationships and incidents of reckless behavior. Despite these challenges, she maintained a quiet resilience. Her later years were marked by a retreat from the Hollywood scene, living a relatively private life. The last known information about McBain indicates she withdrew from public view, residing in a modest home, carrying the quiet scars of her complex past. She is remembered for her brief but memorable role in Batman, offering a glimpse into the dark, often unforgiving side of show business. Vincent Price's portrayal of Egghead in the 1966 television series Batman showcased his talent for blending charm and menace. His character was a quirky, ingeniously sinister villain whose intellectual arrogance and flamboyant style made him memorable. Price's performance added a layer of sophistication to the show's colorful robes, contrasting his suave exterior with underlying darkness. After the series ended, Price continued to build a fascinating career rooted in horror and suspense, earning a reputation as Hollywood's master of macabre. Yet behind his refined screen persona, Price faced personal struggles, including battles with depression and a reclusive nature that persisted throughout his life. Though professionally acclaimed, he was often haunted by doubts about his artistic choices and the Hollywood industry's superficiality. Notably, Price's late career resurgence was marked by rare personal appearances and voice work that kept his dark charisma alive for new generations. Despite his fame, Price encountered scandals relating to rumors of secretive personal conduct, though none were ever definitively proven. His health declined in his later years, and he faced the loss of loved ones, which deepened his introspective, somber nature. The last confirmed details suggest Price quietly withdrew from the public eye as his health deteriorated, leaving behind a legacy of mystery, elegance, and a haunting personal story that continues to intrigue. Anne Baxter portrayed Olga, a cunning and dangerous villainess, in the 1966 television series Batman. Her character symbolized the darker side of her acting range, presenting a blend of seduction and menace that added depth to her villainous persona. Baxter's performance was notable for its intensity and subtlety, capturing the sinister charm that made Olga a memorable figure in the show's villain gallery. Following her appearance on Batman, Baxter's career transitioned into theater and film, but she struggled to maintain her previous Hollywood prominence. Her life was marred by personal hardships, including battles with substance abuse and the emotional toll of her career's ups and downs. Rumors of scandals and conflicts with industry figures, along with a reputation for being difficult, cast shadows over her later years. Baxter faced financial difficulties and health issues that limited her activities in her final decades. The last known details about Ann Baxter reveal that she withdrew from the public eye and passed away in 1985 at the age of 62, largely isolated from the entertainment industry she once graced. Her legacy remains complicated, marked by a powerful talent overshadowed by personal struggles and a somewhat tragic life story. Jock Mahoney portrayed Leo, a sinister villain in the 1966 television series Batman. His character exuded menace and cunning, embodying a darker side often uncharacteristic of his previous roles as an action star. Mahoney's presence brought a gritty edge to the show, contrasting sharply with the colorful heroes and villains, and highlighted his ability to evoke fear and suspense. After his stint on Batman, Mahoney's career continued to reflect his strength in physical roles, but behind the scenes, his life was shadowed by personal struggles. Rumors of health issues, possibly connected to his demanding stunt work, followed him later in life. His career was punctuated by a series of injuries, which reportedly hindered his later acting opportunities and contributed to financial hardships. Mahoney's personal life remained largely private, but he faced certain scandals involving disputes over contracts and alleged substance use, which marred his reputation. The most recent information suggests that Mahoney withdrew from public life in his later years, living quietly until his death. His legacy endures as a symbol of rugged masculinity blended with complexity, yet the true depths of his private journey remain largely unknown. There are no confirmed details of any major legal battles or controversies shortly before his death, suggesting he sought peace in his final days. Today, Jock Mahoney is remembered not only for his on-screen toughness, but for the shadowy, difficult life he endured behind the scenes. Richard Bacallion portrayed role CB in the 1966 television series Batman, a shadowy figure whose character added a layer of complexity to the show's criminal underworld. Bacallion's role, though small, captured the darker essence of the villains Batman faced, reflecting the gritty undercurrents of the city. Following his appearance, Bacallion's career was marked by a series of challenges. He struggled with typecasting, often relegated to roles that emphasized his tough guy persona, which limited his opportunities and deepened his sense of artistic frustration. His personal life was marred by hardships and rumors of scandal, including a controversial legal issue that briefly tarnished his reputation in Hollywood circles. Despite these obstacles, Bacallion persisted in acting, although he found it increasingly difficult to secure major roles as the industry evolved. The most intriguing aspect of his later life involves his withdrawal from the public eye, shrouded in secrecy, leading to speculation about personal struggles or health issues that may have forced him into seclusion. The last known information suggests he lived a quiet life away from the spotlight, with no recent public appearances or updates. This enduring mystery continues to fuel curiosity about the man behind the actor. Yvonne Craig is best known for her role as Batgirl in the 1966 television series Batman. Her portrayal of the character brought a sense of strength, agility, and intelligence that made her stand out amid the campy chaos of the show. Craig's Batgirl was more than just a sidekick. She was a symbol of female empowerment in a time when women often played secondary roles. Her costume, a bright yellow and black, became iconic, and her acrobatic skills added a dynamic element to the series. After the show ended, Craig's career faced challenges as typecasting limited her opportunities. She struggled with personal hardships, including health issues and bouts of depression. She was diagnosed with breast cancer twice, and her health continued to decline over the years. Craig also encountered scandals that tarnished her reputation, including allegations related to her personal life, which she publicly denied. Despite her fame, she led a quiet life away from the spotlight, battling emotional and physical pain in solitude. Her later years were marked by resilience as she fought her health battles privately. The last known information about her reveals that she passed away in 2015 after a battle with breast cancer, but her legacy as Batgirl remains a symbol of strength and courage. Her life was filled with triumphs shadowed by personal struggles, leaving a complex legacy that continues to resonate. Rudy Vallee's portrayal of Lord Marmaduke Efog in the 1966 television series Batman was a departure from his earlier musical fame, casting him as a mysterious, sinister figure whose charm masked darker deeds. Vallee brought a quiet, unsettling intensity to the role, embodying the dark allure and subtle menace of the character. As Efog, he navigated the shadowy world of Gotham's villains, blending his charismatic stage presence with a hidden edge that made him a compelling antagonist. After the show ended, Vallee's career faced darker shadows. His transition from successful crooner and radio star to character actor was marred by personal struggles, including financial difficulties, allegations of alcoholism, and rumors of scandalous liaisons that tarnished his image. Despite his fame, his later years were marked by isolation and declining health, compounded by a series of legal disputes. Rumors persist of encounters with the underworld, fueled by the notorious era's moral ambiguity. The final known details about Valley are sparse and shrouded in mystery, with reports of declining health and a life increasingly overshadowed by past scandals. His death remains shrouded in secrecy, leaving the true depth of his struggles and legacy open to interpretation. Estelle Winwood portrayed Aunt Hilda in the 1966 television series Batman, a role that reflected her ability to bring mystery and a subtle sense of danger to her characters. Her portrayal of Aunt Hilda was notable for its quirky but dark undertones, subtly hinting at hidden motives beneath her eccentric facade. Winwood's career had already spanned decades by the time she took on this role, marked by a reputation for playing aged, mysterious women on stage and screen. Her earlier life was marred by personal hardships, including the loss of her parents at a young age, which contributed to her somber and introspective personality. Rumors suggest that her career was occasionally disrupted by scandals, with whispers about her unconventional lifestyle, and rumors of connections to the occult, which she never publicly confirmed but added to her enigmatic aura. During her later years, Winwood faced health issues that limited her activity, leading to a decline in public appearances. Her life remained largely private, shrouded in speculation, and her own reticence to discuss her personal history. The last known details about her suggest she withdrew from the public eye in her final decades, passing away quietly in the early 1980s. Her legacy persists as a figure cloaked in mystery, embodying the enigmatic charm she brought both to her roles and her off-screen life. Glynis Johns portrayed Lady Penelope Peasoop in the 1966 television series Batman, a role that showcased her talent for playing eccentric and memorable characters. Her portrayal was marked by her distinctive voice, sharp wit, and an alluring sense of mystery that fit the show's darker tone. Johns, known for her versatility, brought a subtle complexity to the character, blending charm with underlying menace, which left a lasting impression on fans of the series. Following her work in Batman, her career spanned over 6 decades, encompassing stage, film, and television. She was renowned for her performances in musicals, particularly for her role in the film Mary Poppins, where her musical talent shone brightly. Beyond her professional achievements, Johns led a life filled with personal hardships, including a difficult marriage that ended in divorce, and battling health issues later in life. Around the 1980s and 1990s, she faced financial difficulties and ageism within the entertainment industry, which challenged her resilience. Her personal life was also marked by episodes of depression and struggle with the pressures of fame. Despite these hardships, she remained actively involved in theater and occasionally made rare public appearances until her final years. The last known information indicates that Glynis Johns passed away in 2019, leaving behind a legacy as a talented actress whose career was as captivating as her life was complex. Her enduring impact continues to be remembered by fans and historians alike. Julie Newmar's portrayal of Catwoman in the 1966 Batman television series solidified her as an iconic figure in pop culture. Her role was seductive, cunning, and mysterious, embodying a femme fatale who balanced elegance with treachery. Her portrayal brought a dark glamour to the character, making her one of the most memorable villains on the show. Beyond her acting, Newmar was known for her striking appearance and commanding presence on screen. After the show ended, her career experienced ups and downs. She faced personal hardships, including struggles with health and aging in an industry obsessed with youth. Rumors circulated about scandals, but concrete details are scarce, adding to her enigmatic reputation. Her life was punctuated by setbacks, yet she maintained a quiet dignity, focusing on her passions such as music and art. Newmar chose to keep much private, avoiding the spotlight in later years. The last known information suggests she retreated from public life, occasionally appearing at conventions or film festivals, always as the alluring Catwoman who left a lasting mark on television history. Her legacy endures through her distinctive performance and mysterious aura. Burgess Meredith's portrayal of the Penguin in the 1966 television series Batman remains one of his most iconic roles. His version of the character was an elegant yet sinister figure, known for his intelligence, sophistication, and a penchant for schemes. Meredith brought a dark charm to the role, blending menace with a twisted sense of humor, making the Penguin both charismatic and threatening. This performance added depth to the character, capturing the attention of audiences and critics alike, and cementing Meredith's reputation as a versatile actor capable of portraying complex villains. Beyond his acting in Batman, Meredith's career was marked by both triumph and hardship. He was a talented stage actor and film star, earning critical acclaim including an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his role in the film Running Against the Wind. However, his career was not without personal struggles. Meredith faced dark periods of depression and financial hardship, especially after his starring days waned. The 1950s and 1960s saw him battling the decline of his film career, despite his earlier success. In later years, he faced controversy and rumors of political blacklisting during the McCarthy era. Although he avoided the full brunt of it, his life was also touched by scandals involving health issues. Meredith suffered strokes that impaired his speech and movement, leading to a slow decline. He endured multiple surgeries and faced ongoing health challenges that limited his work and personal life. Despite these hardships, Meredith's resilience was evident, and he continued to act into old age, displaying great determination. The last years of Burgess Meredith's life were quiet and reflective. His health deteriorated further, and he withdrew from public life. Meredith passed away in 1997, leaving behind a complex legacy marked by his memorable roles and personal struggles. Today, he is remembered not only for his contributions to entertainment, but also as a man who faced life's darkness with resilience. No new information has emerged since his death, but his impact endures through his iconic performances. Stafford Rep is best remembered for his portrayal of Chief O'Hara in the 1966 television series Batman. His portrayal brought a grounded, steady presence to a show known for its campy tone. Rep's character was often caught between Batman's crime-fighting escapades and the chaos of Gotham City's villains. Beyond the role, Rep's career was marked by a steady climb through television and film, yet he never escaped the shadow of typecasting. His career was quietly disrupted by personal challenges, which included struggles with health and financial difficulties that persisted long after the series ended. Rep's life was also shadowed by rumors and speculation about his personal conduct and hardships, but concrete details remain scarce. He faced periods of professional stagnation, compounded by broader issues such as health decline and the changing landscape of Hollywood. The last known information suggests that Rep withdrew from the entertainment industry in his later years, living a quiet life away from the spotlight. His death, reported in 1974, marked the end of a career that touched many but remained largely misunderstood. Rep's life story leaves an unsettling impression of a man who wrestled with obscurity and hardship after the fame. The details of his personal life remain elusive, adding to the aura of mystery that surrounds his legacy. Frank Gorshin's portrayal of the Riddler in the 1966 television series Batman remains one of his most iconic roles, capturing a blend of genius and chaos with a dark edge. His depiction of the Riddler was chilling, marked by a menacing grin, relentless cunning, and a flamboyant, unsettling aura that left a lasting impression. Gorshin's performance elevated the character from a mere villain to a symbol of unpredictable madness, showcasing his talent for blending humor with menace. After the show ended, Gorshin's life was fraught with personal and professional struggles. He battled addiction issues and mental health challenges, which cast shadows over his career. Despite his talent, he faced financial hardships and was often typecast, limiting his opportunities. Rumors of legal troubles and accusations of addiction surfaced, adding darkness to his reputation. Gorshin's health deteriorated over time, battling lung cancer in his later years. His life was punctuated by moments of fame shadowed by personal demons and hardship. The last known information about Gorshin indicates he faced a prolonged struggle with illness before passing away in 2005. His legacy endures through his unforgettable portrayal of the Riddler, a testament to his complex, tormented artistry. Eartha Kitt's portrayal of the Catwoman in the 1966 television series Batman was striking and unforgettable. Her Catwoman was sly, seductive, and dangerous, capturing a dark edge that set her apart from previous versions. Her performance combined sultry charm with icy detachment, making her a memorable villainess who exuded both allure and menace. Kitt's portrayal brought a unique sophistication to the role, blending her vocal talent and commanding presence. After the show ended, Kitt's career was marked by both success and hardship. She was known for her vibrant singing career, which often clashed with her outspoken political views. Her vocal opposition to the Vietnam War and her support for civil rights alienated some audiences and led to professional setbacks. In 1968, she was blacklisted from many mainstream Hollywood platforms, making her career more complex and challenging. Beyond her career, Kit faced personal struggles, including the loss of her mother and issues with substance abuse. Her life was fraught with controversies, including a notable statement during a White House dinner that angered the U.S. government and affected her career. She openly discussed facing discrimination, both racial and gender-based, throughout her life, which deepened her resilience. In later years, Kit returned to performing, earning recognition for her contributions to music and culture. She remained a symbol of defiance and elegance until her death in 2008. Her legacy endures as a powerful voice for individuality, resistance, and artistry. The last known information about her shows a woman who remained committed to her art and her principles until the end. Cliff Robertson's portrayal of the villain Shame in the 1966 television series Batman showcased his talent for embodying dark, complex characters. Shame was a ruthless criminal with a manipulative mind, embodying chaos and danger. Robertson's performance was chilling and intense, highlighting his ability to bring depth to villains who operated in shadows. His character was a reflection of the darker side of humanity, and Robertson's portrayal left a lasting impression on audiences. After the show ended, Robertson's career took a diverse path, including notable roles in film and television that often leaned toward intense, dramatic characters. Yet, behind his professional success, Robertson's life was marred by personal hardships and complex struggles. He faced scandals involving accusations of infidelity and struggled with alcoholism, which affected both his personal and professional life. Robertson also endured financial difficulties and health issues that challenged his resilience. His life was marked by moments of triumph shadowed by darker episodes, including a long-standing battle with depression. His later years were quieter, with less public activity, yet he remained a respected figure in Hollywood. The last known information about Robertson suggests he retired from acting, choosing privacy over the spotlight. His legacy remains set by his diverse body of work, but also by the shadows that haunted his later life. David Wayne's portrayal of the Mad Hatter in the 1966 Batman television series was a rare glimpse into his versatility as an actor. Playing a character rooted in madness and illusion, Wayne brought an unsettling charm and unpredictability to the role, reflecting the darker tone of the series. His performance left an enduring mark, showcasing his ability to embody eccentricity and menace simultaneously. Beyond his acting, Wayne's career was marked by volatility and personal struggles. After the Batman series, his career faced turbulence as he struggled with typecasting and limited roles, leading to periods of professional stagnation. Off-screen, Wayne's life was shadowed by personal hardships, including battles with substance abuse and financial instability. Rumors circulated about scandals involving secret affairs and legal issues, though evidence remained sparse. His life took a darker turn in the late 1960s, with reports of mental health struggles and alienation from the industry. The last confirmed information about David Wayne indicates he withdrew from the public eye in the early 1970s, retreating into obscurity. Without recent updates, it is believed that he led a secluded life until his death, which remains unconfirmed publicly. His legacy endures as a complex figure torn between talent, personal demons, and the overshadowing of his most iconic role. The 1966 television series Batman remains a beloved piece of television history. Its colorful characters, catchy theme song, and campy humor captured the imagination of viewers around the world. The show starred Adam West as Batman and Burt Ward as Robin, who brought a unique blend of seriousness and comedy to their roles. Over the years, their lives changed dramatically, especially after the show's success. Adam West became a pop culture icon, attending comic conventions and making cameo appearances in various projects. Burt Ward dedicated himself to animal rescue work, often reflecting on how Batman inspired him. The series faced challenges, including fluctuating ratings and the shift in audience tastes, which eventually led to its end in 1968. Despite this, it left a lasting legacy that influences superhero media today. Watching it now reminds us of a time when television was fun, bold, and filled with imagination. Did you watch Batman as a kid? Do you have memories of cheering for the bat signal or quoting those famous lines? Share your stories in the comments below. We love hearing how this iconic series touched your life and brought